All right, and welcome back, guys. Today we've got our first set of patch notes since the brand new Forsaken map launched. In this, we've got a Ph.D buff. There's some very annoying bugs that have been fixed, and I'm very glad for that. And they've also buffed some wonder weapons. So in this, we're going to be doing a rapid style video, meaning we're going to go over all the information in this as quick as possible. That way you can watch this video and get back into game as soon as possible. And we're definitely going to be continuing this into Vanguard. So if you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate that. And on top of that, I got to give a massive thanks. Everyone give a like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. With that, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so as we go over the patch notes, the first thing we see here is the brand new fuse operator, which is probably going to be coming sometime this week if they use it for the promotional stuff here, which is awesome. I don't really care too much about the operator skin itself. Looks kind of boring, but this comes with a fantastic M79 skin, which right now is one of the best weapons in zombies. So we're definitely going to end up doing a review after that. After that, they're just talking about, you know, kind of going over what's going to be in this, and they're talking about the Vanguard reveal tomorrow, which we're probably either going to be streaming here or have a full breakdown for it. I'm definitely excited. We're going to get our first set of actual gameplay for Vanguard Zombies tomorrow, which is actually super cool. Hopefully it's good. Then they talk about the new prestige icons being added. They've added 13 through 15 from the Black Ops series and 13 through 14 in Grandmaster for Advanced Warfare, which is cool, but I mean, they're prestige icons, but yeah, it's all right. Then they talk about multiplayer. The grab addressed an issue related to the grab attachment unlock levels. I didn't have any issues with that. I've already maxed it out, but apparently that's been fixed. Now, talking about fixes in Forsaken main quest, crystals will now respawn during escort section of the main quest to prevent a possible progression break. I didn't know that, but apparently it was possible. If you broke all the crystals, they wouldn't respawn and you just be locked out of doing the Easter egg. You'd be stuck, have to restart your game. Gameplay addressed a rare issue that could cause the dragon to freeze during the D.I.E pinball minigame. I don't think this was a rare issue. This, I think, happened to me twice, and I know so many other people this happened to. I'm so glad this got fixed. Every single time I would finish the D.I.E Easter egg, I'd be like, okay, please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. This would lock out the D.I.E Easter egg the entire game, and that's the best pinball machine for rewards. So that has been fixed. And they also enabled Forsaken in local play. So now you can play the brand new map in offline. I didn't even know that it wasn't in local play, but that's a huge fix, especially for people trying to get super high levels. Then they talk about the die upgrades, and we've already tested this before. This was actually before Forsaken even came out, but they tell you exactly what's going on with them. Die now receives a percentage of its max ammo capacity when an enemy is absorbed, as opposed to a fixed amount. This makes higher ammo capacity versions more viable, such as the Die Electrobolt. So now, back before this update, every time you would suck a zombie with the Die, you would get the same amount of ammo, and it wasn't really, you know, taking in consideration how much total ammo the weapon had. But with weapons that's got an insane ammo count, like the Electrobolt, it's actually going to get more. So that's a pretty big buff. And then the Die melee damage has been increased from 145 to 160. That's, I don't know why they did this. I'm pretty sure everyone's got the knife tier 5, and if you have the knife tier 5, you knife with a Bowie knife. You don't knife with the, you know, the Die shockwave. But if you know you haven't upgraded melee damage to tier 5, hey, this is gonna help you there. Then next, we've got changes for the Die Electrobolt. The Electrobolt increases movement speed while firing from 75% to 100% of base, meaning before the update, when you were using the Electrobolt, you were moving at 70% of the normal speed. So you were 25% slower than normal. Now that this is how it is now, you're moving at the same exact speed, whether you're firing or not. And the Electrobolt now consumes more ammo for level 2 and 3 energy beam, increases the longer the trigger is held. So the Die Electrobolt, the longer you use it, the more damage it does, but it's also gonna start using more ammo now. Then next, we have the Pack-a-Punch version of the Die, which is called the Dead. I didn't notice this when you're testing it, but the upgraded version can suck up to 3 zombies at a time compared to the base, which can only do 1. So you can actually do triple the damage from the suck. It doesn't actually increase the suck damage, but you can suck up to 3 zombies at a single time, which is huge. Then we've got the Ice version, increases movement speed while firing from 90% of its base to 75%. So once you upgrade it, you're not going to be moving at, you know, 25% less speed when you're using it. You're only going to be moving at 10% less, which is dumb. The Ice version's already the worst version of the Die shockwave. I don't know why they actually slow you down when using it, because we move to the next thing. The Jolt Surge, which is the electric version, allows you to move at 125% speed while firing it. So you actually move faster than what you normally would while you're firing it, which this is already one of the better versions of the Die shockwave. Yet the worst version, you move slower when shooting it. So I don't get that. But this is also huge because a lot of people thought this was a bug. If you've used the electric die since the season 6 update, you know you move so quick with it, but that is in the game permanently. That's not a bug. The fact that they put that in the patch notes, that will forever be in the game, meaning there is a new possible max speed available in Cold War. Could you imagine getting the electric version of the die, then reviving someone with quick revive using, you know, Tesla Storm, Aether Shroud? You will go so quickly, and we're gonna have to test that out in a video because that's pretty ridiculous. Then next, and this is something that's actually happened since the season 6 update, but not a lot of people know about it, the Ray K got a pretty big buff. The Vortex version, which is the version you put on the ground, now does double damage compared to what it did before. So I've got to do another video. We're going to test that out. We'll take the Ray K to around 55 and see how the buffed version of the Ray K does on a health cap. Then for additional zombie fixes, zombies address an issue that sometimes caused incorrect zombie pathing in the main street. So for Forsaken now, the main street's going to have more better zombie pathing. Abomination added stability fixes related to the Abomination, which I don't know if they mean crashing issues or issues that push you out of, oh, this is actually the next thing. Address an issue that allowed the Abomination to push players out of the playable area. Yeah, that actually happened to us in one of our videos. We legitimately got pushed into a god mode glitch when we were just playing normally, and we had to get ourselves out of it with Aether Shroud. So I'm glad that's been fixed. I've heard people falling on the map and stuff too. Addressed an issue that caused the Abomination beam attack sound to be heard after the attack ended. Didn't have that, but I could see how that'd be annoying. Tempest addressed a rare issue that would cause Tempest to follow players into the observation tower space. So you know the little safe space on the new map, and you go up there to pack a bunch of stuff. Apparently Tempest would occasionally follow you up there. I've never had that happen to me. This is one of the more important things. Perks. Ph.D. Slayer. Address an issue that could cause the player to take explosive damage when fully cooking a grenade with Ph.D. Slider tier 3 or higher equipped. We showed that in our Ph.D. video. We held a grenade and it actually still ended up downing us. We took the explosion damage even though we had Ph.D. But now you can go in, hoard up a bunch of zombies, and just hold that grenade, and when it explodes, it's not going to kill you. It's going to explode. All the zombies around you are going to take damage, which it's not a major thing. It's not like this is going to be super helpful. It's just one of those nice quality of life things, and it actually worked like that in Black Ops 1. In Black Ops 1, if you just held it until it exploded, you wouldn't take the damage, and that's something I incorrectly said in the original video. Then for the final update on Onslaught, Plague Hounds have a capped 15 per surge. Chance to spawn has been lowered from 10% to 5%, so Plague Hounds have been massively nerfed in Onslaught, and that right there, all the changes, very short amount of changes, but a lot of good quality stuff here. Mainly the Ph.D. thing, obviously, you know, all the die shockwave stuff, which was already in the game to begin with, the bug fixes and all that stuff. So with that, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I want to take the last moment here to thank everybody who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and extra special thanks to those who've taken above and beyond and became an Unlocked Plus member on YouTube. We've got Huntery Don Doe, we've got the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, and then we've got the true homie Ryan the Slayer.